So you're watching Jazz or Production One Limited's Jazz Artists on the Green's 15th edition of this wonderful music series in Trinidad and Tobago, just around the same time every year. And outside is teeming with people and smells and food and jewelry and all the wonderful things. But I have now the wonderful pleasure of speaking to someone by the name of Victor Provost, or is it Provo? Because I heard you're a little French.
Well, the name is French, but only my mother pronounces it Provo, and only when she's angry at my father.
Okay, so we're not angry at Victor because he has just paid honor to our musical instrument, the steel pan. And Victor, I heard that one day you were walking around somewhere and you heard steel drums playing, and it just became your life.
Yeah, it was. Well, I grew up on St. John in the Virgin Islands, so I was actually downstairs at the St. John School of the Arts, which is a little room, one little room, and I had upstairs and a downstairs, and I was downstairs practicing the piano, and I heard a steel band playing upstairs, and closed the piano and walked upstairs to see what was going on, and it was just a bunch of my friends in there having a good time, and I decided I wanted to stay with them instead of go back down by myself.
So the steel pan, you just dropped the piano and picked up the steel pan.
Yeah, for
and
the
how
most
many
part.
years ago was that?
A long time, 26 years ago.
26 years ago.
25 years ago. Yeah.
You look like 27. So
well, that's good.
At 2 years
that's
old,
good.
you were
I'll
walking
take that.
around.
I'll take that. We ain't gonna do the math on air, not live.
But from what Victor played this evening at Jazz Artists on the Greens, it sounds like he's adopted Trinidad as his second home.
Absolutely, the
and
music of Trinidad.
And you've listed Robbie
sure.
Greenidge and Ray Holman as some of your favorite artists.
Yeah,
tell us a little bit
them.
about how you met them.
I mean, all of the great pan players, Robbie and Bugsy and Andy Norrell and Liam Teague and Otello Malanu and Rudy Smith and, all of the guys that, from that generation that kind of paving the way for the next generation of pannists like myself. And, I've had the pleasure to work with most of them on some occasion or the next, So it's just been an amazing time.
So Victor has 2 albums out.
Yeah.
One is Bright Eyes.
Yeah, the new one is Bright Eyes.
Which is a new one, named after your daughter.
Right, that's
so
her nickname.
Bright Eyes like me.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, yeah.
And the other one is her favorite shade is...
Her favorite shade of yellow.
Her favorite
that's
shade
a dedication
of yellow.
to my wife. Yeah.
That is such a blessing.
Yeah.
Now, you play our national instrument. You hear, I heard you eat doubles.
Yeah, of course.
We call bus-up shot parata, though.
You call it parata? Where do they call it bus-up shot?
Well, because it looks like a bus-up shot.
Nobody's saying where do they call it bus-up shot?
Everywhere they call it bus-up
so
shot.
you call it bus-up shot?
Nobody realizes it's parata.
Okay, all right.
It is
okay.
parata. But if you're going to go to Debe and Penal and Tunapuna, you need to say, I want...
So
order a parata.
A parata, okay.
I want to order parata.
Okay.
So he's been naming all our wonderful foods, and you've been eating our foods. How long have you ever stayed in Trinidad? More than 2-3 days?
Yeah. I used to actually stay in Woodbrook. I used to stay on Fifth Street in Woodbrook.
You played Panorama?
I never play Panorama.
Wait, guess what,
I have too much ADD to stay in one place. What
This here
happened?
person plays for Trinidad All-Stars.
Oh yeah, well I used to come and study in All-Stars Panyard.
Well, you need to come back again.
Yeah. That's the reason I used to come in the summer.
And what makes you use our, and now it's yours, because Trinidadians share everything that we have openly and freely with everyone.
The world, yeah.
Well, it now is yours, and you are known around the world as the person that brings music on the steel pan, the steel drum to everybody. What is it about the steel pan that engages you the most?
I mean, it was just something about the sound and the energy that connected with me when I was a child. And I could never shake, they call, it's a pan jumbi. I mean, it's the jumbi, like as soon as you hear it, it just kind of takes hold of you, and I haven't been able to shake it in 26 years. So.
Well, that's what Trinbagonians do, right?
Yeah.
We take control of your soul and your heart, and we make you one of ours.
That's why I if I don't come home tomorrow, don't worry for me, I'm fine. I'm just staying in Trinidad a little longer.
And tell us, what is your next steps?
Next steps, well, I fly back to Washington, D.C. for a couple of days, and then I'm kind of back on tour. I go to Mississippi. I work with a lot of university bands in the United States. The steel pan is growing like crazy all over the world. So a lot of university programs actually have the steel pan, like steel pan ensembles that people will come and take classes. So I go and teach them.
Thank you so very much for bringing our music to the world. And now we're going to listen to another great musician from the islands, Arturo Tapin. And he was here in 2015 performing for us on the saxophone. So thank you again, Victor, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.